What's going on, guys? Right, we're in 2022 now, and technology has gone from one stage to the other. You know, some of the stuff companies are releasing now are absolutely phenomenal. But I want to know, can a tablet from a few years ago still compete or still be viable and good in 2022? So I wanted to test the theory, so I went out and bought an Amazon Fire 7 tablet. One of these little guys. Just very small, there's not really much to it. You've got a 7-inch display, it's dual band Wi-Fi, front and rear camera, quad core, and it's 16 gigabytes. I wanted to see if this could still have a place in 2022. That's the main reason for this video, so why don't we just get into it. Now, today we're talking about one of our favourite companies, which is VIP SCDKey. So, as you can see, we are on their website here, VIP SCDKey, and we're talking about the Windows 10 Pro OEM Key Global. VIP SCDKey are currently got it on Great British Pounds at £15.93. But I've got a little surprise for you. So, what we're going to do is actually go down to the Buy Now section, which is Microsoft Windows 10 Pro OEM Key for £15.93. But I have a discount code for you guys. For you guys watching, if you use the discount code SKJT, and click on apply, this is going to allow you for 30% off your order. So as you can see, this has went down to £11.15 of a discount of £4.78. So after you've done that, you've put in the discount code SKJT. We're going to head down to the bottom and click on submit order. As soon as we've submitted our order, we can then go through the process of buying it. I use PayPal because I use PayPal all the time, so I'm going to click on PayPal. I'm going to go through the process, and then we're going to go to the assembly afterwards. So I'll be back in a second. So as we can see, there is my order. I have ordered the Windows 10 Pro OEM Key Global. So we're going to click on View Keys and Codes on the right hand side. Our order has been submitted, we've paid for it, it's processed, and it's complete. So that means now we can actually get our key and activate Windows 10. So we're going to click on Get the Key. What we're going to get is two things. We're going to get our order number on the left hand side, and in the middle, we're going to get our Windows code. That is what you need to actually activate it. So mine's going to be blurred out, but yours won't be. So I'm going to click on Get the Key. And as we can see, like I said, on the left, order number, and in the middle is my code/card. So this is the key I'm going to use to activate Windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to click on Control-C to copy it. And then we're going to go over the settings and activate it. So I'm going to click on the Settings tab. In the top left-hand corner, I'm going to type in Activate, Activation Settings. On here, it says Change Product Key. So I'm going to click on Change. Don't worry about it's red. That's just the way I've got Windows set up. I'm going to click on Control and V. And I've done that now, so all I need to do is click on Next. What Windows is going to do then is actually check to see if this is a genuine key, and it's actually going to go for the process and use this key. I'm going to click on Next. And there we go. So by activating Windows, you get the best experience free from interruptions. So it's already checked to make sure this is a genuine key, which it is. I'm going to click on Activate, and we are done and dusted. So now we have just went for Windows 10 Pro OEM Key. Now I want to tell you about Microsoft Office 2021 Professional Plus CD Key. What this is offering you is at Great British Pounds, it's currently at £52.02. It's already been reduced down from £339. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a better discount. So we're going to go to Buy Now. It's going to send us over to the page. And as soon as it sends over this, you know the score. We're going to type in the discount code SKJT. So I'm going to do that now, SKJT. Click on Apply. What this is going to do, it's going to give you 30% off your price. There we go, straight away. So, Great British Pounds, we're at £36.41 of a discount of £15.61. Now, that alone is an amazing deal. So, what we're going to do from here, we're going to go submit our order, and we're going to do the same. We're going to buy it. I'm going to choose PayPal because it's what I use. So, there we go. I just went through the process of showing you how to get Windows 10 Pro OEM Key and Microsoft 2021 Professional for some amazing prices just because of this discount code SKJT. So if you are going to go over and head over and actually get one of these, one of the two, don't forget to use that discount code. It's going to benefit you in the long run. But the one thing I like about VIP SCDKey is their other trains, their other platforms. So they do everything from Steam, Origin, Uplay, PlayStation, PC, gift cards, and Plus. So they have so many keys available. Gift cards, for instance, this allows you to get gift cards at a reduced price as well, and allowing you to get, Steam cards, PlayStation cards, all that good stuff for so much of a lower price. So if this is something you are going to be interested into, please head down the links in the description. All the links are going to be there, so you can head straight to them and go check them out. And don't forget to use the discount code SKJT. So, like I said, we're going to take a little look at the Amazon Alexa Fire 7, and we're actually going to see if this can belong in 2022. With the technology changing every day, you know, can this actually withstand and actually stay around and stick around to see how good it actually is? So why don't we take a look at this now? First, we're going to get it unboxed, and then we'll download a few things, see what we're working with. So we'll go from there. So I have already had this unboxed, so I have taken off the protective seal that it does come with. But I have yet to look at any of the accessories, so we'll do that now as well. So first of all, we have the tablet. I'll pop that to one side, and then we also get a few accessories as well. So first of all, we do get a few things about Amazon Fire 7, just a little bit about making the most of your tablet, and then some instructions. We don't need them. And then we also get a small micro USB cable going on there. You know, nothing special at all about that, but it's fine, we don't need it to be. And then we also get an Amazon plug as well, which you get pretty much with all their devices. Now we're going to take a look at the tablet. So I'm going to get this powered on, and we're going to roughly see how long it takes to power on. I have already set it up, so we'll go from that. 3, 2, 1. Right, so there, it's actually logged on. We're going to go to a closer view so you can see this properly, but that took around about 50 seconds to a minute to actually turn on. So we're going to go for a closer view and actually see what this can do. Okay, so we have the tablet here, so we'll have a little look around the sides first. So nothing special really going on at the moment. You know, we have a little expansion slot here, where we can put a micro SD card up to 512 gigabyte. So there is a lot of space for storage. We have a simple on-off switch going on there, micro USB, we have a microphone, we also have a 3.5mm audio jack, and then we also have the volume rockers on the top. Now on the opposite side, the only thing we do have is we do have a set of speaker grills. On the bottom we don't have anything, and then on the opposite side we don't have anything apart from that, which is a little bit disappointing, but you know, overall it's not too bad. So what we're going to do is get this unlocked. So we have it unlocked. So this is what we're greeted with. So this is pretty much what we've got. So we've got at the top here, we've got For You, Home and Library. So on Home at the moment, and we've just got our generic stuff, like we've got the time, we also have battery percentage, all that good stuff. So if I do swipe down, the swipe isn't too bad. It is actually quite responsive, you know, there's not a massive amount of delay. So I have to admit that's actually not too bad. So if I swipe all the way down, we have a few things. So we have our Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, we have airplane mode, you have blue shade, low power. You know, you have the generic stuff, which isn't too bad. We have obviously the rotation, which does have a little bit of delay, but nothing major, so that's not too bad. And then we have a few things. So if I go over to my library, this will tell me stuff that, you know, I can download, or stuff I can get directly through Amazon. If I wanted to speak to Alexa, you know, Alexa will actually start talking and that sort of stuff when we actually get it connected. But what we need to do is actually test a few other things. So what we're going to do is actually go to For You, see what it has for me. We're going to quickly download a game. Like I said, we can get all social medias on here as well. We've got everything from Facebook, Instagram. We do have a few basic games, nothing exciting. And then we do have a few things for the likes of kids, you know, kids programs, kids TV. Then we also have the free apps. So the apps and the games are pretty generic. They're small form factor games that don't take a lot of power and a lot of screen time play, which, you know, for a tablet like this isn't really an issue. But if someone wants something that they can game on, watch films on, read books on, this is probably not the one for you. But like I said, this can connect to all of your Amazon devices. So like I said, your Alexa, if you have anything to do with Amazon, or the plug sockets, all that good stuff. This can pretty much connect to all of it, and it tells you everything you need to know. You know, it is very intuitive. We do have a little bit down in the bottom left about the device dashboard. So we have things like this is my plugs and controllers. So this controls all of the plugs, so the smart plugs that are around my house, my living room, you know, the computer which I'm at now, which are highlighted, bedroom. So that's pretty cool as well. And then I can manage all of my Amazon Alexa devices like that. I can manage them all from here also. So if I go over to App Store, this will pretty much give you an introduction of what the App Store can offer. So if we go over and have a look, so you got the likes of TikTok, Facebook, we have a few games, Disney Plus, we have a few other kiddies games, nothing exciting. And then scroll down, like I said, we've got a few other games. So what I want to actually do is download a game. We're going to download Minecraft, and we're going to actually see what this can offer. Actually, no, we're not going to download Minecraft because it's £4.99, 499 coins. So we're going to find something that's actually free. did not want to download that at all. So here we go, it's downloaded. I'm going to click on open and we're going to see how this actually reacts. So like I said, this is not... So what's this? When game is open, device memory and performance optimized, no function of hidden Alexa is disabled. So we're just going to click on OK, we're going to let that carry on as normal. Right, so this is bowling game. So we're going to turn that off. Ironically, the audio, not too bad. It's not the loudest, but it's not the quietest. So we're going to have a little look, see how this reacts. At the moment, it's relatively performing pretty well. So we're going to see how I do on bowling. So my turn. So let's have a look, see. Oh. Not the greatest, I have to admit. Oh, come on. One away. There we go. We got a spare. It's fine. We got a spare. So all in all, it's not actually too bad. It's quite actually responsive. So if I'm in the middle of a game, I can swipe down. That's not very responsive, I have to admit. There we go. So you've got to put a little bit more pressure on. But I have to admit, it's not actually too bad. So what we do need to try out is actually the video output. So what I'm going to do is look for YouTube. Ooh, that took a while. YouTube. Click on search. It should take us to the YouTube app. Oh, that really is taking a while. Should be done. There we go. So yes, as you can see, it's not the quickest of apps. It's not going to be the quickest at all. That's got something to remember. You know, this has been around for quite some time. There is newer versions. I just wanted to test to see how this one reacts. So I'm going to go to YouTube. I really did. So it loading speeds aren't the greatest. So we're going to see what it can roughly do when it comes to watching a video. Wow, this is taking a while. Right, so we're about to load up. Right, we're on YouTube. Yes, we're going to agree to that. Alright, we're going to search here. Click on search. I'm going to type in Juniors Tech. When it catches up. Alright, we're going to search for that. Right, there we go. So, Juniors Tech. Go over the videos. I'm going to watch a video. So, watch my newest video. Alright, we're going to see what we can get this up to. So, side view. Right, so already it's starting to struggle. So we're going to go to full screen mode. Right, so we're on full screen mode there. And what we need to do is go to settings. And right, so it's currently auto 360p. We're going to put this at 720. See how it performs. That's if it actually loads on 720. Right, so we're on 720p there. Turn the volume up a little bit. Microphones sound good and all that sort of stuff. The amount of software you can get out there these days that is actually free. You can take a £5 microphone and make it into the most amazing microphone there is. So when companies ask me to review. Right, so all of all, it's not too bad. 720p does work quite well. We're going to try and bump it up to 1080p. See if it actually handles that. I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to see how this goes now. Also, actually, 1080p isn't too bad. It is responding quite well to 1080p, I have to admit. It's not the worst display I've ever seen, I have to admit. It's a little bit distorted because of the camera angle I'm currently using, but that's not too bad. You know, it could be a lot worse, I have to admit. It could be generally a lot worse. So all in all, guys, why don't you let me know in the comment section if this Amazon Alexa 7-inch tablet, 16 gig, has a place in 2022, where I'm not really sure. I'll let you guys be the judge of it, but thanks very much for watching. So that was an interesting video. I have to admit, I'm not really sure. This is one of their earliest models, I have to admit. You know, it's still got a headphone jack, it's still micro USB. It's not meant to be the most powerful tablet there is out there. It's really not. You know, it's got a small 7-inch display. It's 16 gigabytes of RAM or memory or something like that. You know, it does have expansion slots, so you can expand it. I think you can expand it up to 512 gigabyte, which is pretty good. You know, it does have a good expansion rate. But maybe for the likes of gaming and that sort of stuff, maybe this definitely isn't adequate. You know, if you're going to use it as a read book, I definitely recommend something different. But I have to admit, they're relatively alright. It's very slow. It definitely does respond very slow. It works quite well at Amazon Alexa, I have to admit. Oh, damn it, I've just turned it on. Never mind, she's quiet. But I have to admit, it didn't do too bad, but it didn't do too well. So, I'll let you guys make the decision. If you still do have one of these, drop down in the comment section how you feel that it's still going for yourself. Obviously, if you want to do super fast gaming, this is definitely not something I would recommend. I would recommend the Samsung Galaxy S7 Plus Tab. I will drop that in the links in the description before. That's a tablet I use, and I will never go back to another tablet unless they make a new one, because it is unbelievable. But I have to admit, you know, it's not the best tablet in the world, but here in 2022, I'd probably say it still has a place somewhere. So guys, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And as always, thanks very much for watching.